Waspinator's a shiny video camera. Want to be with Waspinator needs friends, so rich people inside camera. Wanting you to know you're watching Jazzimus Rider video review. If only Waspinator could be so lucky, Waspinator would be happy. At last.
Hey everybody, Jazzimus Rider here. Welcome to another Jazzimus Rider video review. Today we're taking a look at Beas Wars Spittor. Well, with Spittor, there were several different variations of Spittor. It also got a Transmel 2 release that ends up became a reused mold for the RID Slapper. But there was a blue and green variation and a red and yellow variation of Spittor. And I got the red and yellow one that came with the videotape episode of the first part of Wrath of the Fusors. But this is one of my favorite nice detailed Beast War figures. I'm going to go, like I do with most of my videos now, do a whole detailed video, zoomed in, fade in, fade out motion of this guy. Well, I think it's a very good idea. But as you can see here, the nice detail of the yellow is very, very, very nice. You've got some nice detail around here that I think is trying to represent like some kind of Cybertronian type aesthetics. You got some like barcode aesthetics around here and some kind of arrow. You got some nice green or turquoise blue eyes. That is very nice, and it continuously goes around the whole figure as it does. As you can see, most of the robot mode is hidden. You can tell these are meant to be like some kind of grabbers in his mode, due to they are trying to hide the feet. And this isn't a full-on matured frog, because when frogs are fully matured, they haven't got part of their tadpole tail. And because this still got part of the tadpole tail, you can tell there wasn't. It's reaching near its end of its tadpole childhood. Articulation, well, you got the nice posability of the back feet here, so it can do numerous of jump poses that can come out of it. When you do this, it can do various of jump poses, so you can do that. It has got like articulation in here as well. That's very nice. It can rotate a full 360 as well, and it can bend here. What I think is very, very nice articulation as well. You got nice motion. You got some articulation in the arms here that makes it very nice, and you got the addition of more of a mouth movement. Extra gimmicks for this mode is this little button here, and when you press that button, it will fire out its tongue or robot head, and when it's in beast mode, it would more likely be its tongue for some kind of gimmick that's meant to be used for. But let's get into the detail. What would be the nice next part of this figure that I would like to get into next? yeah, that is presumed, didn't I put that? Presumed. So yeah, this is one of my favourite Beas Wars figures, and I think it's one of my favourite Beas Wars characters, even though it didn't really appear in the show. But it's just one of my favourite things. I just love the whole kind of design on it, and there's so much detail in this put into this that I would love to show you. And there's two variations of his arms that I'll get into later on in the review. So let's get into the transformation.
It was a day not long ago, came to Earth by the maker Hasbro. Friends and I would shout out war cries in command of robots in disguise, named Autobots and Decepticons. One side Megatron and all his pawns, the other side was led by my hero. His heart shot straight like an arrow. Whoa, Transformers, more than meets the...
So here we have Spittor in his robot mode. Like I said, when I first looked at the instructions when I transformed this guy, apparently Hasbro mistransformed these on the Beas Wars instructions, and what were the original arms that I then realised weren't his proper arms were these little scrawny arms. So yeah, this is another variation, as I was just fiddling around with it. And they wanted the big long arms here to be at the back, and have Spittor to have the scrawny. I understand why, just in case collectors also have the maximal variation of this, the maximal version from Beas Wars 2 or Beas Wars 2nd, where his transformation is these big long arms. So that's understandable here. Was understandable, but I don't like it like that. So I love to place these back hands at the back here, these small hands on the back, where these are then pegged down to the bottom, or no, just sit in place, or this sits up, and these just form the arms. It's a very nice thing, and it's very, very understandable as well. As you can see here, the articulation is pretty much the same. You've got the full arm rotation. It can go out, in, bend at the elbow, rotate at the elbow. This joint started to become loose due to age, but it can bend at the wrist. No head articulation, but the legs can go forwards, back not as much, out, in, what's very nice. Rotates at the knee, and pivots at the foot. That same gimmick is used in robot mode, but I don't think it's not very effective in this mode, and I still don't think the color scheme is pretty much the same, because because you can tell how the transformation goes. Arms go back, legs fold down, back legs form arms. And the colour scheme is pretty much the same, but the detail is a bit more. You can see more of the detail now in this mode than you did in. With him having the long arms, it can help him a bit more out in stability. So let's get into the nice detailed part of the review now, shall we?
Some say you are too enthusiastic, your actions are bombastic. Why don't you just grow up now and stop singing about just how awesome Optimus Prime has been, and how Megatron can't win? Starscream and bad intentions. So how big is your collection? Whoa.
I very recommend this figure. I love the colour scheme of the red and the yellow used in this. I love the nice eye colouring they used in beast mode and of course in robot mode as well. The pose ability is great. I can get him sort of in a nice pose with him due to him having ankle joints. You can get him to wanting to suck your energon out of you pose or something like that, because he's a predicon, and of course predicons will love that. And it's all understandable. You can literally get him in kind of poses that most Transformers can't really get. That he will be begging Megatron or Galvatron for mercy. Or he can use these for like absorbing energy. That will also be used in beast mode for like electrical absorbing whip thing. So this is a very nice figure, and I do recommend it. That's what made it so lovable, and the detail on it is very amazing and very lifelike as well. They included lots of little lifelike details across the figure that I do enjoy, and it's just an amazing figure. This is going to be a few Beas Wars reviews that I have planned, and this is just going to be the first one. So if you enjoyed it, stick around and stay tuned for another Beas War review. This is Jazzimus Rider with Spittor here signing out. See ya.
Lives on inside us all. It was a day not long ago. Some things you never outgrow. Even though I am much older, I think about my first Transformers. More than meets the eye. Transformers, robots in disguise.
Until all